kid, these were the days before the internet, if you wanted to see, kind of the new movie that was being released or the big concert that was coming to town, you had to go camp out. You had to get in line at the Ticketmaster or the box office for the movie theater so that you could be the first one in line when the doors opened and the sale went on. And even then, sometimes you didn't get great seats because people were doing this, all over the city or all over the country, as the case may be, to get the chance to get something new. It's a lot like when someone wants to get the new iPhone. Quite often they'll camp out outside the Apple store to have the opportunity to be one of the first 20 or 30 or 50 people to get the newest iPhone. Now, I can't help but think of that when I look at this Sunday's gospel about the pearl of great price or the treasure in the field. Because what Jesus is challenging us to is to make our desire to be holy, our desire to attain the kingdom, to get to heaven someday, to have the same sort of desire that we have for that as people when I was a kid had to go see the Rolling Stones or to go watch the new Batman movie, or as people today have to get the newest iPhone. And I guess it begs a question of each and every one of us. What are we willing to do for the sake of the kingdom? Because you know what? There are moments where what God asks of us really isn't that hard. And often, it has its own reward built into it. Being part of a community of faith is a rewarding thing. We can often see how rewarding it is to go to Mass and receive the Eucharist on a regular basis. Some days it's a little bit harder. But there are moments where what God asks of us, for example, the moral code expected of us as Christians, asks a little bit more. And for some who make a radical decision to follow Jesus, sometimes this requires them promises of poverty, of chastity, of obedience. What are you willing to give up for the kingdom? That's the question this Sunday's gospel asks of you and of me. Are we willing to at least give to God the same anticipation, the same hope as we're willing to give to a movie, to a concert, or a phone? And if not, why not?